I think we both agree on that, and I think we also both agree that it's not a shock that a disproportionate amount of criminal activity exists in a place where there's a disproportionate amount of poverty.
Sure.
And a disproportionate, I mean, this is, and very few economic opportunities.
I mean, this is something people don't want to talk about. I mean, when you talk about
yes.
Where terrorist movements arise from, when you talk about where criminal groups really thrive, it's where there is poverty. Poverty breeds desperation. Desperation breeds anger and resentment. And sadly, due to the nature of our species, that in many cases inevitably tends toward violence. If we want to solve the symptoms, which are criminality, right? Because people forget terrorism is a crime. We have to go to the core causes.
And my thought was, like, imagine if that same attention to detail had been to impoverished neighborhoods. If they had decided, like, listen, there's obviously a disproportionate amount of crime and poverty in these neighborhoods. We've got to figure out a way to lessen that burden and strengthen those neighborhoods. And in a real simplistic way of putting it, the way I've always said, if you want to make America great, you want less losers, right? What's the best way to have less losers? Have more people with an opportunity to succeed. More people who grow up in an area where it's actually safe, where there's economic possibilities, where you're given more access to education, more access to healthcare, more access to counseling, more access to community centers, any kind of support that you could possibly give people that gives them more of an opportunity to get by in life. And that this is something that we've conveniently ignored. There's so many areas of our country that just don't get better, and we don't do anything about it. And we just assume that these crime-ridden areas will remain that way forever. And they send cops there, and then you see the videos of the interactions the cops have with people, and it just creates more and more anger and more frustration without any real, some sort of a socially responsible action by the government, and some sort of a program where it's explained to people, explained to the general public how this is going to benefit everyone, that we will have less crime, that we will have more opportunity, that we'll have more people that are educated and empowered entering into the workforce. We'll have more competition. It'll strengthen the country as a whole. It'll be better literally for every one of us. And that this is something that they didn't pursue, and they haven't pursued in this country forever.